This used to be my normal. Training hard, lifting heavy, pushing every day.
This is Biscuit. And for today's video, I just wanted to show you guys how I went from that to where I am now.
My fitness journey really started when I was 10, and that's when I started competitively cheerleading. I did this all the way up until my 20s. I loved it more than anything in the world. The problem was that when I was 16, I blew out my right knee, or my left knee, and then I was 18, I blew out my right knee. So by the time I was 18 years old, I had blown out both knees, had surgery on both of them, had obviously quite a few setbacks, and I just really felt like I couldn't do that anymore and keep my body healthy. But it gave me such a solid foundation for being able to understand the importance of weightlifting, nutrition, taking care of my health, and just making sure that my body was really, really active. So after college came what I like to call my power phase. When I was 23 years old, I opened a CrossFit gym, and I made it my focus to get as strong and as fit as possible. This was the healthiest I felt in my life. I cardiovascularly was very healthy. I was incredibly strong, and I just felt like my body did whatever I asked of it. I was training 5-6 days a week, 2 to 3 hours a day. I wanted to do competitions. I made sure I was lifting really heavy, eating really heavy, and to be honest, a lot of my identity, who I was, really became the gym. I mean, one, I owned the gym, so that was a huge part of me. But then two, being pretty small, I mean, even then I was only 125 and I'm 5 feet 4 inches. I was still able to lift. Like there, I just cleaned and jerked 170 pounds, which for me was a really big win. So this phase of my life, like I said, became my identity, became a part of me, and I loved it. I loved owning the gym. I loved the members. I loved seeing what my body could do, pushing it to its limits, and really just finding the full potential of who I was. Then when I was 28, I became a mom for the first time. And then I had our second child when I was 30. And this is a period of my life where I realized things changed. I did lose a good bit of muscle when I was pregnant with both kids. I was not really able to work out at all when I had both kids, but after I had them, I really made sure to make it a priority to bring my health back. That just because I had kids did not mean that I couldn't still be healthy, that I couldn't lift, that I couldn't work out, that I couldn't take care of myself, because I think that's something, especially as moms, that we really get trapped into. We really find ourselves putting everyone else first except for us. And I did my best, not always, to make it a priority to at least take care of my health. I got into jiu-jitsu, which also was a really cool thing. I got into doing jiu-jitsu competitions, and it was really fun to see my fitness evolve into different spaces and different avenues. I had done cheerleading for so long and then CrossFit for so long, and it was so cool to branch off into something different and try something new and still see that I could do multiple things. I could lift, I could work, I could do jiu-jitsu and use my body even as a mom. This next clip is from a CrossFit competition I did after having our son, and it's one of the moments I'm most proud of.
Yeah, I say that we are. This is Rock Nation. Pledge your allegiance.
Little did I know that about 6 months after having our daughter is when all of my symptoms would start to begin. I would start having random episodes of being extremely sick. I thought it was that I was working out too hard, or that I was stressed because at the time my husband was deployed and I had a newborn and a 2-year-old, but that wasn't the case at all. It ended up being post-cholecystectomy syndrome, and I had no idea. I went on for 5 years being undiagnosed, seeing one specialist after another with no answers and being incredibly sick. Over the last 3 months, I had lost over 10 pounds and just really couldn't find myself. I couldn't eat without being extremely sick. I couldn't exercise the way I used to. I couldn't lift without making myself even sicker, and I just felt so incredibly lost. And to be honest, starting over is not where I want to be. I don't want to have lost all of the muscle I worked hard for. I don't want to have to be doing bodyweight exercises. I don't want to have to struggle to eat 1,000 calories a day. But the good news is there's hope. I have answers now, I have medications now, and I have a direction in which I can move forward. So I'm incredibly grateful to be able to make some kind of progress, to be able to move my body in some way, and to be able to know that eventually I will get there. Eventually, over time, I will get back to where I was, and I don't just want to get back to where I was, I want to get better. So this has been my journey, and thank you for coming along with me.